Hi guys, it's Kiana Montgomery, your mortgage goddess, and I'm excited to talk to you today because I'm going to tell you a story. But before I start my story, I want you to think about where, even if it was 20 years, where could you earn $150,000 without picking up a second job, without changing your spending habits, just living your life with your family, going to work every day doing your regular job? Where could you get $150,000 to just be sitting? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you my story. Why do you think of that? How you could do that, right? Um, and so I am a licensed loan officer. And I am going to tell you the story about the first thing I did involving real estate. So, over 20 years ago, when I was about 22, I bought my first home, and it was a duplex. I spent $100,000 on this duplex, okay? And so, you fast forward to about last year, I I did a cash out refinance on the property. I only owed maybe like 70 some thousand dollars, so I took out about $15,000 and raised up the loan amount to 90 some thousand dollars. Okay, and then I was ready to do some other stuff, so I decided to do a line of credit. When I did the cash out refi, I got the house appraised, and it appraised at $220,000. Okay, I bought the house for $100,000. And then when I got it appraised a year later, when I got ready to do the line of credit, it appraised for $250,000. So in that 1 year, it gained another $30,000. Okay. Now, what did I do with this duplex? I didn't do anything extra. I bought the duplex and paid for it monthly to have somewhere to live. I didn't have to work extra hard or do anything else to gain that much money. Okay. Now, what's the significance of when you own a home and you gain that much equity? What can you do with it? A lot. What could you do with money? What could you do with it? You could pay for your kids' education. You could pay down debt. You could buy another home. You could buy that dream car you always wanted. You could retire. You could buy your vacation home. You could do anything with it. What would you do if you had $100,000 to $150,000 right now? If you are 40, you could have had that kind of money right now. Okay, if you don't, you should have it, and you could also start working towards it so you can have it by the time you're 50 or 60. You can do that with home ownership. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to talk about this and tell my story about my experience with it, and that just that one property, I have multiple properties, and how significant that was in a change for my life, that I don't have to worry about retirement or running out of money. I still work, of course, every day, but if something happens to me today or tomorrow, I would have something to, have a cushion. I could sell that property. I could do a cash out, all these different things, okay? And so many people right now, because the interest rates are on the rise, and it's so competitive out there, people are getting frustrated and they're giving up on their home ownership dream. And I don't want you to do that. Don't let that be you, because when you pay rent every month, it's just going away. Okay, when you pay your mortgage every month, it's paying towards the money that you owe on the house. So you're getting closer to paying that house off. Let's say you never paid the house off. You can still have equity there. I still owe 90 some thousand dollars on the house, but if I sold it today, I would walk away with well over $100,000 in my hand today, and I can sell that property easily. So that's important. So when you're thinking about, well, this process is hard. I don't want to work on getting my credit together. It's difficult. I don't want to get all this paperwork together. It's just time consuming. I don't want to have to, go out and see houses and deal with my offer not being accepted. Okay, I mind you, that is very difficult, but it's so worth it. I just don't want those minor short-term issues to keep you from long-term possible generational wealth. You see that little baby up there? That's my son, and he is now 17 years old. He will be 18. What could I do with this house? I could give this house to him. I could let him move in there and rent out the other side, because I have other properties. And he would start off heads and tails above his peers. Just starting that generational wealth. How do you start it? You have to start it. It starts with you. And I understand some of you are like, my parents, they're not around, or they were, but they never bought, and I don't know. That's why I'm here. I'm not telling you these things because I'm a loan officer. I'm a loan officer because I believe wholeheartedly in real estate, because I know what it has done for me. Okay, so one of the things that people say is you do not want to wait to buy real estate. You want to buy real estate and wait, and there's nothing truer been said. So that's my story, and I want you to just get that idea in your head. Where can I get that kind of money other than home ownership? And there's other places, obviously, some not so legit places, but I want you to think about, you're just living your life, okay? You're not going out and hustling up and doing all these extra things. You're just going out for these few months, fighting with other people, putting these offers in, and then once you do that, you're just paying your mortgage every month the same way you paid rent, but you're getting this equity. You're paying down what you owe, the house value is going up, and this is what you're earning every year, without a doubt. It's doing this. Even if this stays the same, if your house doesn't jump up in value the way it has been, you're still paying down. And if you look historically, real estate values always kind of go up. If that one, unfortunate time period where the market did crash, but other than that, the house values have gone up, and they even recovered from that. We're well above where they were back then. So if you are afraid or nervous or just tired, please don't give up on your dream of home ownership. It could change you and your children's lives. And I'm here to help you. There's other real estate agents, and I'm a loan officer that are out here to help you. Credit should not be an issue. Money to put for the down payment should not be an issue. All these different things, we can help you with, okay? I can be reached at 267-701-1189. Thank you so much for listening, and go get that house.